All right, welcome back to Kiko Radio. Welcome back to 5MoreMins011. Okay, now we have two international guests, a very special guest, come to our Vision office studio. Let me introduce Nixen Osborne.
Thank you for having me, Andrew. I appreciate it.
And Ben Currie.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you, Andrew.
As you can see, we have some Australia friends in the house, okay? We spent 4 or 5 days together already in Shanghai. There are so many stories I want to share with you guys. I even don't know where should we start. How about start from the deck in front of me on the table, okay? Because, you know, as you can see, we're in the Vision marketing office. They brought back the whole Vision collection, the whole Vision streetwear history back to China. Right before we start to record this podcast, we found this deck. This is from which year? 50s, 60s?
No,
70s.
I think maybe early 80s.
Early 80s, right?
Late 70s, early 80s.
Okay, this is, as you can see, show you. If you are listening to this podcast, you can come to our YouTube channel or Bilibili China video channel to watch the video version of this podcast. You can see the deck. Okay, this is Vision on it and Lee Ralph.
Lee Ralph.
Yeah. Pro model.
Yeah.
Who is Lee Ralph? Lee Ralph actually is our guest, the Nixen's uncle. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
So Nixen's uncle is Vision Pro before. Now Nixen is Australia Slam magazine skate of the year.
Yeah.
What a story! Skateboarding connected everything together suddenly. Let's start from this deck. Okay, tell us about your uncle.
Yeah. So my uncle Lee was I would probably say the first international pro skater from the Southern Hemisphere.
Your uncle Lee is your father's brother or your mother's brother?
It's a little bit complicated, but because my ethnicity is called Māori, and we have very, very big families.
Okay.
So Lee Ralph and my nana, so my nan, my grandmother, they're first cousins.
Oh.
So by respect in our culture, we say like distant relatives, if they're older than you, they're your uncle.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay, your uncle is a pro skater back in 1980s.
Yeah.
So that's your father pro skater?
So actually, it's crazy. So Lee Ralph and my dad were actually best friends. I guess you could say in a way, Lee Ralph was my dad. Curtis Osborne, he was Lee Ralph took him under his wing, so Lee was his mentor, big brother type vibes.
Okay,
yeah.
The world is so small, you know. Like some Australia pro skater come to Shanghai, take skate video here, suddenly find his uncle's pro model in Shanghai's one office. What
insane.
A story!
It's crazy.
Yeah, we can share Nixen's family story later. Let's back to this trip. So what brought you guys come to Shanghai this time? Maybe Ben can introduce a little bit?
Yeah, sure. We are here with a charity called hArt, which are based in Australia. They generally, their work revolves around working in disadvantaged and low socioeconomic areas, not particularly just in skateboarding, but they started with doing music programs, art programs, theatre, and then in the last maybe 8 years or so, they've started bringing skateboarding in. There's been people involved at hArt that have been in skateboarding, you know, skating just for fun or whatever for a long time, and they found a way to incorporate skateboarding into what they're doing. And Nixen was involved from the very first project that they did back in 2017 in Sydney.
Oh.
And I've been lucky enough to come on board in the last 3 years, and we've done a few tours, and we just get to go and share skateboarding with people that wouldn't generally get the opportunity to do it. We'll go and run programs, teach, do demos, give out product, and yeah, all in areas where they won't see teams coming through or really experience anything like that. So to get to do that is an amazing opportunity. And we also get to do a lot of work with Indigenous communities in Australia, which is a real privilege.
So you mentioned the Big hArt started getting involved with skateboarding 8 years ago, right? When did Big hArt start?
Jeez, Big hArt.
Even longer, huh?
Yeah, Big hArt maybe started early 90s, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think in the
wow.
90s.
Okay.
So Scott, who you saw here before,
Yeah.
he's the founder.
Okay.
And his son Lockie is a really good skateboarder, and sadly he was supposed to be on this trip. He was heavily involved in planning, and he did a lot of the work to make this happen, and he broke his leg a week before the trip
Oh, so
and had to
sad.
get surgery, so it's devastating to not have him here.
Okay. Did Big hArt had ever like hosted some international project like this time before?
This is the first time going international for skateboarding.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, so I got connected with you guys and with Big hArt with this project. That's because my friend Tim, I met him, more than 20 years ago back in Beijing. At that time, I was running a ski shop and a skate park named the E-Zone. And he came to my skate park, we skate together, make friends. And he told me last year, something like this. And I didn't imagine that one day it really happened. Yeah, so happy to have you guys here. So this time, Big hArt Skate of Mind Shanghai tour, China tour, actually bring 6 skaters here, right?
About so, I'm pretty sure 6 of us.
5, 6, the
I
whole
think
team.
in total there's like 9 of us here. So we've got like the filmer Ben, photographer Riley, Felicity Turner, Liv Lovelace, Sam Larkins, Nixon, myself, and Sean Boucher.
Yes, and the Linko.
And Lincoln.
Yeah,
he's,
Lincoln as well.
Together.
he's the man behind the whole thing. Nothing
Yes.
would happen without Lincoln.
Shout out to Lincoln and
Thank
team.
you, Link.
Yeah.
Love you, Lincoln. Just one more thing to add in that regard, like this trip and being here. Big hArt get a lot of funding from government for certain programs. So when we go to these areas, local council or local governments will pay for us to come in. So it's a free service for the local people, and we're lucky to get paid to go and skate and travel. And same case with this trip, we got funding from the Australian government to come over and build relations with Chinese skate community, and ultimately hope to bring some of you guys back to do a tour with us
Awesome.
in Australia.
Yeah. Have you been to China before?
Nah, I've never been to China.
And you?
I have, yeah.
Yes. Which year? What brought you here last time?
I came here at the start of 2013.
2013.
Yeah,
Wow,
so
that's a
13
long
years
time
ago. And it was actually my first proper skate trip, and not with a brand or anything, just with friends.
Okay.
We just paid our own way.
Okay.
And it was before we had, navigation on our phone and stuff. So we were getting directions written out on paper for us. Go to this train station,
insane.
find this street, go there,
Wow.
finding it all analog,
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was an epic experience. We flew into Hong Kong, spent a few days there, trained to Shenzhen, a week there, and then a week in Guangzhou.
Wow, that's a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks in total, I think we spent.
3 weeks into.
Yeah.
But not Shanghai the last
No,
time.
unfortunately not,
Yeah.
but lucky to be here now.
Yeah. But you know some Chinese skater already.
Not at that time.
Not at
that
that
time
time.
we just met people and
Okay.
maintained maintained friendship through Instagram, through the internet, and you obviously stay on top of what other people are doing. Stoked to see Cyrus in Shenzhen.
Yeah.
And he's got his own brand now. He's killing it. So we've sort of stayed in touch, and obviously we were hoping to meet on this trip, but paths just didn't quite line up.
Yesterday, Cyrus said he sent some deck to you.
He sent me
Did
a
you
board.
got it?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it, right?
Yeah.
Forehead.
Overnight, 24-hour. Crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. He's like, yeah, pick this board, pick whatever board you want, I'll send it to you. And then the next morning it's at the hotel reception.
Wow.
Which is
Efficient.
another spin out for us because nothing happens that fast in Australia.
China is so efficient compared
Yeah.
to Australia.
Except the Cyrus, you also knew Jeremy and Haizai.
Yeah, I met those guys in Seoul.
Oh,
in Korea.
Okay.
Yeah,
they,
on a
they
Vans
ride
trip.
for Vans.
They do, and
Yeah.
I rode for Vans at the time, so
Okay.
I was lucky enough to go on a trip with Vans and an APAC trip, and got to link with those guys, and yeah, keen to see them. Haven't gotten to catch up with them here yet, but I think we will in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met Xiaoji during the welcome dinner, but you will met Jeremy in the Haizai at a Saturday event.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Keen.
Cool. Okay, so the past 3 or 4 days, you guys just find the street spot, take ski videos. Yeah, where have you been?
We've been to some pretty crazy spots.
Or maybe which one is your favorite? Like we have a spot book, right?
Yeah.
So many spots in Shanghai.
There, we went to that crazy quarter pipe, the wooden quarter pipe.
Oh yeah, the wave quarter
Yeah,
That
pipe.
was the first spot of the
Yeah.
trip, and that was just crazy because that sort of thing just doesn't exist.
Yeah, that
in
doesn't
Australia.
exist. Anywhere
Almost
in the
anywhere
world,
else.
really.
Yeah, like
It's crazy.
a natural street quarter pipe with a huge roll in
Right,
to
yeah.
get your speed. It's like,
Yeah.
why did they build this other
Yeah.
than for it to be
Yeah.
skated?
Every team went there.
Yeah.
That whole situation with that spot though, from the spot to everyone just loving watching us skate it's I don't know, it doesn't really feel like that would really happen in Australia.
Yeah. When you just listening this podcast, please go to YouTube channel or our other China video platform to check. I will put the clip inside this video podcast. All right. Okay. Let's back to the first one is the wave, a wooden wave spot.
Yeah.
And the one right before you guys been there is Yuto.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's how we kind of found the spot. Well, didn't find it through that, but some of the Chinese homies were like, "Yeah, did you see Yuto's clip?"
Mm-hmm.
And then we looked at that, and me personally, I was like, "Damn, we gotta go there for sure."
Yeah. Yes. And everyone got some trick, and then Binjiang, Xuhui Binjiang, the plaza alongside the river, that one.
Yeah. Very iconic.
Another iconic, most
pretty
popular.
sweet.
Yeah.
We're that video, me growing up, probably my first video I ever owned on DVD. Obviously I've owned more prior to that, but a massive standout one was Pretty Sweet, and a lot of Pretty Sweet was filmed in China. And growing up watching that video and then getting to go to spots that I grew up seeing, it's the most insane experience. It kind of feels like I'm bumping into a celebrity or something, but the celebrity is a spot.
Yeah. Cool.
I think for us, the biggest spin out coming to China is obviously the abundance of spots, but also the material that you guys build with is, we just don't have it in Australia, or it's really rare. All the granite, all the marble, all the smooth, big open areas. Our spots are quite rough generally.
Rough as guts.
And if you find a smooth spot, it's going to get absolutely destroyed. Within a short amount of time, people are just going to go there constantly because it's just rare to find something that's perfect.
Or they're going to put skate stoppers on it.
Exactly.
And they're going to stop you from being able to skate it.
But I think that's good or bad because, for you guys trained so well in the rough spot and you come to China, everything is perfect, right?
We're like
China
a kid in a
skater
candy store.
go to overseas.
Yeah.
Oh, is this skatable?
A funny example of that was we went to that undercover 8 stair last night. It was raining, so that was the only real option that we had. We had a 6 session. It was awesome, and then afterwards we're just kind of talking about it. We're like, man, this spot's perfect. This is
like a
sick.
skate park.
Yeah,
really.
it doesn't get any better than this. And William's like, this spot not perfect. He's like, you got to carve in. I don't like the carve in.
Yeah.
He's like, he needs more run up. And we're just this is as good as it gets for us, You
My
don't
kind of spots are so rough, and same with Ben's. If you see any of our video parts, you can definitely tell by the texture of the concrete that it's very rough.
Yeah.
Except Wednesday, rained a little bit. We went to the Supreme store, ski the bowl there. What do you think about the bowl?
The bowl was one of my favorite bowls I've ever skated.
You like that?
Just because of how tight and whippy the transition was.
Okay.
And, you know, I got a trick that no one's ever done there before.
NBD.
Yeah, so I'm pretty hyped on
Yes,
that for
yes,
sure.
yes. And yeah, I put that trick on our short video platform, but I blacked the
Yeah. Oh, sick. Yeah.
you know.
So it's a
after you
surprise.
guys release
Yeah.
your video,
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
repost it off, you
Perfect.
know.
Right.
Yeah, and you also went to the Qibao, a little bit far over there. You know, a square has some quarter pipe, some box, a table, picnic table.
Oh, yeah.
that one.
That spot was sick.
That's so popular. that
So
spot.
sick. What I thought the funniest thing about that spot was like, you've got this plaza, you've got all these like dope obstacles, and that's what people go there to skate. But there's a skate park right next to it,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's
nobody
what-
touches
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's just this
Yeah.
old like tin.
Nobody
you know-
wanna skate that skate park.
No,
That's
it's like
popular.
rusty
Yeah.
and dirt and shit all over it. But
Yeah.
like the plaza was sick.
Yeah.
So
No, I
sick.
thought it was the best skate park in China. No?
Actually, before there is a restaurant, you know, ran by a skater homie, but they closed recently. Yeah. Otherwise, you
At the
know,
spot?
after
Yeah,
you
Will
get
was
tired,
telling us
you
about
can
it.
go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Go
Yeah,
order
Will-
some.
Bummer.
Yeah, Will was telling us about that.
Yeah.
Oh, also big shout out to Will. He's been the best tour guide I think I've ever had in my
For
life.
sure. And Shingu and Ryan, he's
Shingu,
been on
yeah.
the session too, getting double angles for us. So like, we've met so many rad people that have made this trip special for us, including yourself, including
Yeah.
Tracy. Stoked to
Thanks.
meet you guys.
Thank you. So you guys will make a video after the trip, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, trip edit. So
Yeah,
like,
surely.
we've done like 4 trips
Mm-hmm.
back in Australia over the course of about 2.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and we saved all of that footage and accumulated it over that time and made one edit from the 4 trips.
Oh.
Ben, who's with us now, he made that edit. It's like maybe a 15-minute edit, a mix of like park footage, street footage, and also showcasing the work that we do, the engagement with the community, running workshops and that sort of thing. But with this one, we're going to take a bit more of a different approach and not hold on to it for too long. We want to just
Yeah, kind
come
of
here,
release it.
yeah, get it done, get it out, move on to the next one. So
But I think this video is going to be special because like we're in Shanghai,
Yeah.
you know? Whereas like the other videos, the other projects that we've done and filmed, it's been in Australia. So maybe we can hold on to that footage like for a little bit longer and then you can create a project out of that. Whereas this one, you know, we've been super productive. So hopefully we can come up with like a 3-minute video
Okay.
potentially.
Cool,
We'll see.
cool. Where people can watch the video?
it's
Also
definitely
YouTube.
going to be on YouTube. It will probably be, the last one was released through Slam magazine,
Oh, wow.
their online website,
Okay,
an
okay.
Australian magazine.
This
and-
one, the Shanghai video for sure will be on Slam as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
For sure.
Okay, okay. For the Chinese audience, if you cannot visit YouTube, you can just follow Kicker Club.
We'll make sure you guys get the link for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And this evening, after the whole day street filming, you guys went to, there is a ski school, a big ski park named 10 Pro, Dock 1 skate park. Yeah, we activity with some local kids.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. That
Yeah.
was such like a cool experience, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We travel and we work with kids all over Australia teaching skating, and the appreciation that it felt from the kids in China was like they were so stoked.
Yeah.
Like as soon as we walk in, you know, like they're all like, "Oh my
Yeah,
god!"
cheering and like, yeah, happy for us to be there. So
Yeah.
it felt awesome.
And then Nixon, you mentioned that you also teach kids back home.
Yeah. So
Since when? And until now still?
yeah. So I've been teaching, like same with Ben. I've been teaching for about like 10 years.
Wow. You too.
Maybe
Used to.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did, like, because I'm from Melbourne, but I moved to Sydney to teach skateboarding full time.
Wow.
And I stuck with that for about 3.5 years. But then after COVID, the cost of living in Sydney became really challenging. So, and it became harder and harder to solely rely on teaching skateboarding. So I've gone back to working in construction, but I still like find time to be involved in these projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fortunately for me, like, you know, I'm blessed to be able to skate as my living, my source of income. But I do a lot of teaching.
Okay.
And I've been traveling throughout Australia for, the past 10 years, teaching in disadvantaged communities, indigenous communities, just all over. And so I'm fortunate enough to be able to, do what I love.
So it's not like at the ski school we went this afternoon to teaching in the ski school or something?
Well, so I do private lessons. I do a lot of privates. I probably do around like 5 to 10 a week.
Okay.
But yeah, then I get to go to small towns and set up workshops and.
Oh, cool,
yeah.
cool. Yeah. What is the because ski school in China, especially the past 3-5 years, is so popular, is growing so fast. I'm very interested with because you have to teach in Sydney.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What did that looks like? I mean, how much for a private or some group lesson?
There's a couple different ways it works. So Nixon and I both, like for me, finding my way into teaching skateboarding was with the same company that Nixon's done a lot of work with, called Totem Collective. They were based in Sydney for a long time. Now they're out of northern New South Wales. It's a guy named Nigel Cameron who's been doing it for the good part of 2 decades, and he has done a lot to make that a more accessible thing in our region. So he also facilitates council-funded programs. So we do a lot of stuff that is free for people to come and learn, try for the first time. Half the time we actually have the opportunity to give boards away also, so we can go and teach and then give them a board.
Lots of product.
Yeah. But then if you're looking at trying to take it more serious and doing one-on-one lessons with someone like Nixon, you might pay $100 an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it really varies, depending on the person or the kid or the family. You look at their financial situations and you can kind of just kind of see and.
I get it. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of the kids that I teach, they're like my little brothers and sisters. So it kind of feels bad making their parents pay, but you also have to make a living.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. I have an expertise and I'm gonna share that knowledge with this person. And your time isn't free, but you also can't take too much of an advantage of people.
Yeah.
So. It can be anywhere from 70 to 120 an hour, depending on your relationship. But
Cool.
yeah, the city that I'm not from, but the city that I spent the past 8 years in, the Gold Coast, it's a surfing city. So the surf culture aligns with the skateboarding culture. People look at it, like a serious type thing. Keegan Palmer's from the Gold Coast. He was a gold medalist in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, every parent thinks that their kid's the next Keegan Palmer.
Yeah. Same here.
Exactly. Yeah. So if they believe that their kid is going to make it to the Olympics and win a gold medal, they're going to pay you whatever you want. So,
True.
but not not that that's the goal. Would never take advantage of anyone. Financially, but if they're willing to pay, I gotta eat.
Cool. Totally. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Back to your own story. How did you start skate? I know your uncle is a pro skater back to 80s.
Yeah.
But for yourself.
So, for me, I grew up with a very supportive family with skateboarding. My mom, she claimed she was a skater. Maybe not. I don't know. But my dad, my biological dad, who I've never met before, he was a professional skater. Well, he was pretty much professional.
Skated at a professional level.
Yeah. He was a top level skater. My cousin Lakin, my best friend, he's my big bro, but fortunate enough that he's my cousin. When I was a baby, I used to live in an indoor skate park. In Auckland, New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah, so my mom had me really, really young. She kind of comes from the streets a little bit. So my uncle and auntie, my uncle Doug and my auntie Ari, they kind of like took my mom under their wing and, you know, let us live with them at the indoor skate park. Then my family moved over to Australia, and yeah, like Lakin was a very, very good skater. He actually grew up skating with Ben, which is insane. But yeah, Lakin, like from a young age, he used to skate for like Vans, and then he went over to Adidas, and you know, so I had a pretty good role model that took me under their wing to kind of show me the ways with skating. And then I moved to Western Australia, to this really, really small town. No skating there at all. Like, it's a desert.
Okay.
No people live there really. And so I wasn't really like able to progress and skate as much as I would like. But because my mom and my nana were such like big supporters, you know, every summer school holidays, I would get sent back to New Zealand to go see my family over there. And New Zealand had like good skate parks, and then I got to stop through on the Gold Coast on the way over to New Zealand, and the Gold Coast had really, really good parks, and I feel like naturally I kind of picked it up maybe a bit faster than some kids may would. And yeah, my nan was a big supporter, and she just kind of wanted to see me thrive with it, and yeah, I just was having so much fun just being a kid, and then I got decently good at it, and then I kind of stopped skating for a little while, and then I refound my love for it when I moved to another city for like 6 months, and then I really, really stuck at it, and I started to progress like at a bit of a faster pace than maybe some teenagers would. Yeah.
You have the talent.
Yeah. Definitely.
No wonder.
I definitely have the determination, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. What a story.
Just a funny thing to add to like something that Nixon touched on earlier, like about his dad being a skater and, you know, actually never meeting him. But you see Nixon's hand plants, which are, you know, super unique, the way he does them and everything.
Yeah.
And his dad did hand plants, like the exact same.
So there's this like crazy story. So my mom actually never told me that my dad skated. And we always had a photo that I thought was me doing a hand plant. And then I think I was like 12 or 13, and I was looking at the photo, and I realized that the hand plant was a goofy footer.
Oh.
And I was looking at it.
You're regular.
Like, yeah, I'm regular. And I was like, yo, mom, like, is this me or is it not me? Like, is that me? And she's like, oh, yeah, so I actually got something to tell you.
Oh.
She's like, your dad was like nearly a pro skater. You know, my dad skated for Black Label and Vans. Like, wow. Yeah, it was like crazy. And then because I learned how to hand plant, and I'm looking at this photo, and then like I put
a mirror.
A mirror, literally a mirror.
Yeah.
And then she dropped the news. She's like, oh yeah, sorry, I probably should have told you, but your dad was a really, really good skater. Yeah, insane. And then the ramp that I grew up skating in Western Australia, middle of nowhere. Ben actually got to see this ramp that I grew up skating, but there was a guy from New Zealand. He lived in a house right next to the ramp. He comes outside and he's watching me skate, and he's like, oh damn, your skating like reminds me of my friend back in New Zealand. I'm like, oh really? What's his name? And he's like, oh, his name's Curtis. And I was like, wait, that's my dad's name. And he's like, well, I didn't say that to him, but I was thinking it, and I was like, oh, it's not Curtis Osborne, is it? And he's like, yeah, that's my mate. Oh. And I was like, bro, that's my dad. Like, Curtis Osborne's my dad, and this is in the middle of nowhere. And he just like had this like mind-blowing moment. He was like, what? That's crazy.
It's a crazy story.
Yeah.
That's all from the blood.
Yeah. So fortunately for me, like my dad's side of the family were all professional athletes that I didn't even know were professional athletes until I was like, 12, 13. I found all this out, and I was like, oh, okay. Kind of makes sense, because my mom's side of the family definitely aren't professional athletes.
Okay. And Ben, what's your story?
I got into skating at a super young age. So I have an older brother who's 6 years older than me. And we got into skating around the same time. So I was about 5 and he's, 10 or 11. And, we both had like the same interest, same passion. And like for me, I was really lucky to have my older brother and like his friends around who skated. So I always had like the influence. They were like getting the videos like early and I was always like watching, and I was just addicted from the get-go, man. Like I just could not get off this thing. And as I got a bit older, I'm like 10, 11, my brother's like 16, 17. We get like a little digital camera and he was just like so supportive, he would like film me all the time.
Wow.
My mum like trusted him to take me to the city, and like without him, like it wouldn't have happened the same way it did. So always grateful to my brother for sticking with me and supporting me at a young age.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's like, definitely like the starting point for me was like the two of us together.
Yeah.
And like, especially like, his friendship group, like seeing the videos, like just being so like asphyxiated on it from such a young age and just could not stop. And then, like starting to film young because we were already watching videos. We were already like seeing, there was like some local videos getting filmed at the same time, like in our area called like burbs videos, like the suburbs. So they made these videos called the burbs, literally filmed like in the area where I grew up. So even though like maybe the scene wasn't huge at the time, there was so much to consume and so much to be inspired by. And I just couldn't stop and managed to get some sponsors maybe around like 16 or so. And just the drive has always been just like filming, like making video parts, shooting photos, like been fortunate to build relationships with some really like awesome, talented, supportive people, filmers, photographers. And that's been the drive. Like definitely competed a little bit at a young age from when I was maybe like 12 till I was about 17, 18. But once I got like the bug for filming, that was all I cared about. And like when you're sort of at that age, the goal and the mindset is like, I want to make it as a pro skater. And I reached like a point where I sort of was really like proud of everything that I had done, stoked with like all the support that I got from sponsors and everything. But like the mirror is like in front of your face sometimes, and you're like, is this like, is it realistic that I'm gonna, get anywhere? It's like, needle in a haystack chance of like making it in skateboarding. It's like near impossible. But that's what's like so amazing about this project is like it gives us kind of the opportunity to have that experience as if we were like doing it for a job. Like for me, I have to work in construction to survive, to get by. But when I come here on these trips, it's like, a little glimpse into that world of what it's like to live on the road as a pro skater. So, these opportunities are just, unreal.
Did your brother still skating today?
Nah, not really. Like he doesn't really skate anymore. He kind of got, phased out of it maybe when he was like maybe 18, 19, once he was old enough to like start drinking, going out and that sort of thing. And, I was still like young, so I was like, continuing on with it. So by the time I got to 18 or whatever, there was no chance of, giving it up. I was heavily invested at that point.
Cool.
Yeah, but he's still into it, he still like follows it, and he's still into it.
Crazy. Sure. Ben doesn't even know this, but like I met Ben when I was like maybe 8 or 9.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where?
We met in Melbourne at like a Riverside comp.
You were with
Australia
Laken?
Day. Yeah, Australia Day.
True.
Yeah.
I think I remember.
I remember you. I won the hippie jump comp.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was how high?
Like way higher than everyone, and I was like 10. I've always been able to jump, but I remember like, I don't know if you remember, but Sergio was doing 50 late shove down the big ramp.
Yeah. I do remember that.
But
and I remember like Laken like tray flipped the big bank. It was like full big section jam. That's crazy. Like I don't really have a vivid memory of meeting you, but I remember
honest,
the day.
I was more just a fan, but yeah. And
now here we are.
Yeah, like straight up in Shanghai, crazy.
Yeah, sick. Okay, I have a question for you, Nixen. Back to, I know so many people talk about that, but I have to ask. So, Skate of the Year, Slam.
Yeah.
What is the way to elect it? So the skater to vote, or just like a Thrasher? I just pick this guy, or because everyone talk about the Thrasher Skate of the Year, but I have know so few about Slam.
Yeah.
Australia.
So I think it's through like a voting process.
Voting process.
Yeah, but like also, skating has the forefathers, I don't know, the politics or whatever that come with it. And I guess the politics this year had that boy in their corner. I feel like I'm a pretty friendly person. Like I engage a lot. I do a lot for my sponsors. I'm pretty outgoing. So I feel like this year, winning it, last year I put a lot of effort into filming video parts. I went to America.
How many parts you?
I had two video pods come out.
Okay.
With like a solid amount of clips and footage and
an interview in the mag as well.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I had two interviews come out in Thrasher.
Oh.
Well, I had a Lunatic Fringe, and I had a Thrasher interview.
Okay.
And yeah, so two video parts that I worked really hard on. Like I skate pretty big spots.
Okay. Those two parts for.
One was for independent. It was an independent raw amps part. And then I had a Sunday hardware part. And fortunately enough for me, I've just had like such great people in my corner the whole time. Like George Zul's such a legend, just really like motivating me to film. When I went to California, I had Rhino just in my corner. Like, I'm coming fresh off the plane. Never met them before, and they're just for some reason I don't know, I'm just like fortunate enough to have these people just be in my corner and just support me and show me around, let me stay on their couch, like just do all this like cool shit that like I come from a small place, I come from like not a lot, and to have these people like fully backing me, it makes me so motivated to just go out there and get it done. Don't really have much like of a cautious mind. I'm pretty fearless, so they take me to a big rail, just handle business, keep on going, keep moving, shoot photos, like do what I need to do. And like the hard work kind of paid off, and if I'm being completely honest, I wasn't expecting it. Like I'm just happy to be here. I didn't really know what was going on. Then I got this like amazing surprise, like I'm just on a trip. I'm teaching kids how to skate in this small little place, I get told that I'm going back to Brisbane, 2-hour drive to like go teach this kid, pull up to the skate park, and I'm walking up and sirens are going off, hundreds of people there just going,
whoa,
you did it, Skater of the Year. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. I'm tripping out.
Did they have a trophy?
Yeah. Won a trophy. My mom, my nan, my brothers, my sister, like everyone was there. All my best friends. Like It was a complete surprise. It like fully caught me off guard. I was not expecting it, and I was so tired. I like just worked all day. Like I'm dusty. Like I'm walking up and people are screaming. They're going, "Oh, you did it! Oh, that." And I'm just there like so overwhelmed, like, wait, what the fuck? Like, if I got to tell like a 9-year-old Nixon that I like won Australian Skater of the Year, I wouldn't believe it. It would be like, whoa, what the, there's no way that there's no chance,
Yeah.
And I think it really goes to show that like approaching life with like a good attitude and an optimistic mindset, you can kind of accomplish like what you want to accomplish. And I wouldn't have been able to, accomplish that if it wasn't for the people that support me and have helped me along the way, like projects like this, coming to Shanghai, going to America, meeting people like you, meeting people like Trace, meeting people like Rhino, meeting people, like just anyone that you feel the instant support. I feel like it comes off the character that I've like maybe given off to the world and the universe, and it's come back around, and now I'm not reaping the rewards, but like it's starting to really feel like everything has been worth it, you know?
Wow. Wow.
Nixon was 100% without a doubt deserving of Skater of the Year. There was
Yes.
not even a contest. Like it was,
Totally.
he blew everyone else out of the water. There was no decision about it. It was like, he fucking crushed it
Crushed.
and continues
Yes.
to crush it.
Yeah.
hmm
Sick.
I just be trying to like work hard, you know? Like I'm privileged to be able to do what I do that I love, and it comes with like being able to inspire people and be inspired by people, and you know, sitting down listening to what people have to say and them listening to what I have to say. And I feel like it really comes back around, you know? I'm a big believer in karma, so I've tried to have the best attitude that I can, and you know, maybe it's like coming back with some nice rewards. In my language, we say, well, like not my language, but in my culture, we say like, do the mahi, we get the treats. So I feel like the treats are coming, and we'll see what happens next. And I'm just gonna keep trying to work hard.
Wow, you guys are such a role model, man. Like, so inspired. Before, when we talk about skateboarding, we talk about American brand, American pro skater, maybe Europe, you know. But now we have opportunity to know more story about Australia skaters.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring. Yes.
Don't forget, some of the best skaters have come out of Australia. Shane O'Neill,
Shane
Chima
O'Neill,
Ferguson,
for sure. Yeah,
Shane
yeah,
Cross.
Yeah,
Shane
Shane
Cross.
Cross.
Oh,
Rest in
Shane
peace.
Cross.
Yeah, Lewis
Wow.
Marnell,
Lewis
RIP.
Marnell, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Who else? Jake Duncan.
Duncan, Justin
Jake-
Dolan.
Jake-
But Australia's got a solid skate scene, and it's getting like bigger and stronger every year. Like massive skate presence there.
Cool.
Yeah, huge scene, heaps of spots, heaps of skaters, heaps of content coming out of there. Videos like coming out all the time. People are filming their own parts.
Yeah.
And then like going back to like what we was touching on earlier, since it became like an Olympic sport, like councils and local government are investing in skate parks everywhere. You know, it's becoming
right.
more
Yeah, same
accessible.
here.
It's like
Yeah.
legit. It's like
Yeah.
a legitimized type thing,
Yeah.
which is good.
Which gives us more opportunity because the councils are like, yeah, we've got this new skate park. Now let's get Big hArt or Totem to come in and run a workshop, activate the space.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Okay, so for the rest of this year, do you guys have some plan, like working on some new video project or some other trip or some event?
Yeah, for sure. When I'm back home, like I'm home for 3 days, and then I'm straight to America, and I'm there for 2 months. I have 2 creature trips.
Which city?
So I'll start in LA, fly up to San Jose.
I fly to LA at this Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long are you there for?
1 week.
Oh, damn, we might have to catch up.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, so I fly into LA. I'll stay at Taylor Ballard's place. He's a great photographer.
Okay.
I'll stay there for like maybe 2 or 3 days, and then fly up to San Jose, get in the creature van.
Cool.
Then we're driving to Denver, Colorado.
Wow.
I've only been to California, so
Okay.
I've never really experienced anything else. But getting in the bus with the boys, you know, like I'm the new guy. Well, I've been on Creature for a long time, but as I am, I'm the new guy. So you know, get to jump in with the team.
It's time to shine.
It's time to shine. You know, I just came off an 8-month injury. I had surgery on my foot, and I'm feeling good now. So hopefully I
You
can.
mentioned that you said you just came back to on board 2 months ago, huh?
Yeah. So hopefully I get to showcase my skill, and most importantly, showcase a good attitude, and you know, show up for everyone on the team, and you know, get clips and
Cool.
just do that.
Yes.
And we'll see what happens from there.
Okay, cool. And you, Ben?
Yeah, definitely. Always skating, like it's always there in my mind. Obviously, I have to balance it with my work.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a partner, I've got a dog, I've got other responsibilities as well.
Yes.
I play golf as well, so I like to mix it up. You know, we can bond over that.
Cool.
So yeah, there's definitely like a bit more of a balance now, but definitely still like trying to film another video part. Get heavily involved with this next trip coming up, which is probably going to be a tour of Northern Queensland. Like same thing, Skate of Mine, big hArt project. What we
Oh.
touched on earlier, trying to get some of you guys to come back and join us.
Yeah.
I think that's looking like maybe mid or late July.
Cool.
So that'll probably be like a couple weeks or something.
Nice.
So that's probably like my next soonest thing to sort of look forward to, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope to see you in California. Hope to see you in Australia later,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Hope
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hope so.
Anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah, I would love to just show my appreciation to everyone that I've met in Shanghai, all the skaters, just all the love that everyone's kind of given me. It's been such a surreal feeling. Everyone that I've spoken to, like that are skaters in Shanghai, have shown nothing but love, and it's been the best feeling ever. And it makes me want to come back and, hopefully come and stay for a bit longer. So thank you guys.
It's our pleasure.
Exactly what Nixon said. Couldn't agree more. Stoked to be here, and yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for your time to sit down and talk with us and share your amazing story.
Appreciate you having us.
Yes, thank you for Skate of Mine. Thanks for Big Art. And
Thank you,
Massive,
Australian
yeah.
government too.
Thanks, Australian government. Yes.
Thanks, Scott Rankin, and thank
I
you,
will
Lincoln
call
Smith.
Australia I still call Australia my home,
Yeah,
right?
Hell yeah.
All right, okay. Thanks for the audience behind the speaker, behind the headphone, and thanks for listening. And please keep following Kicker Club, Kicker Radio, 5 more minutes, and see you next time. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew.